I continue with the prophecy. For the multiple sins and crimes that continue to be committed in that area, there will be a magnitude 10 or higher earthquake that will hit the area of San Francisco. The effects of that event will ripple all through the West Coast, into areas of the Midwest, and anywhere that is sharing the same fault line as the main epicenter in San Francisco. That main fault line is called the San Andreas fault line. And so the prophecy that I brought just a few weeks ago, Prepare for Level 10, Part 3, spoke of this earthquake in great detail. God says that this earthquake is going to be 9.5 or higher, and now you're hearing him say earlier that it will be magnitude 10 or higher. And I'm not sure if America has ever had a magnitude 9 or even a magnitude 10 quake. 10 is where you stop counting on the Richter scale, but then this is the nation that God says he's going to judge you in excess. He's going to judge you double for your sins. And so the earthquakes and things that we will be getting, volcanic eruptions and things that we will be getting, sinkholes and things that we will be getting, rains, monsoons, hurricanes, tornadoes, floods and things like that will be excessively above anything that has ever been recorded in the United States in all of her written and even her oral history. God says that the effect of this quake that is coming is going to ripple all through the East Coast, the West Coast, even into the areas of the Midwest. So that was covered in the previous prophecy. If you want to go more into depth on that, that link will be left below for you. I continue. It will be the big one that they've always talked about, but there will be more than one massive earthquake of that size and strength to hit the United States in the end times. Multiple earthquakes will happen in California and the West Coast, but also other areas of the United States that have never experienced shakings will get them as a warning from God. This is because of the iniquity that is taking place in those areas and in the United States as a whole. There is untold hidden sin in America, and I will expose it by what the natural disasters will dig up. So Yah says that in the area of California, they've always had the lore of the big one, the big one. And indeed, if you look online, if you look on YouTube, you'll see tons of earthquake experts, scientists, and other things talking about how because of the location of the San Andreas and because of previous incidents concerning earthquakes that have happened, it's due for a big one. California is due for a big one. But God is saying that he's going to send more than one massive earthquake into the United States. So that means that America needs to gear up for the knowledge that it will not just be the so-called big one that will hit California, but that the nation as a whole is going to suffer from massive seizing earthquakes in the end times. And he says they will even be shaking in areas that have traditionally not been touched by earthquakes before. And I can testify that definitely this year, New York had an earthquake that was noticeable enough to cause quite a stir, to cause quite a flurry on the news and things like that. I myself was very surprised by it because that earthquake actually woke me up. I've never experienced anything like that in all the years that I've been here. And God is saying that basically destabilizing America is warning, destabilizing America through earthquakes, even in areas that don't sit in any place that should traditionally experience earthquakes, is not only a warning from him, but it's also a judgment, and that there's going to be more than one 9, 10 and higher earthquake that will strike across this country.